Hello, people. My name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Capstone E Global Consult Limited. Jumekuo bi a omo fa registered nurses, drivers a omo GCC license, NFA securities. Omo ko amaya hodro bi so te se Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, NFA USA. Na mene wo kasa sisi akra. Omo per registered nurses. Omo ko USA. Akoya juma ko jisika pudro. Anne. Na enye we po. Capstone E Global Consult Limited. Esanso boama. Sa wo peka atofri amanone. Omo be ye ho hyehyeye nyina ma. Na wo nsatimi aka. Ka biara edawa kumaso wa bra wo mre ho enti omo si bra omo so ye sesi a wo behu omo Otema community 9 omo ni Ashama Timber Market ene din hwe animu anasa fra omo en wo 0599 183083 anasa 0302 986573 amanone fo so fra omo +821 02 1811278. Capstone E Global Consult Limited. Your success is our business.
How I wish sometimes we have drum rolls on this particular show, because some of the issues, when we get them like that and we're about to introduce them, like it comes with some form of antics and some things, because when the news hits you, you go like, hey, did he really say that? That is the kind of discussion we are going to have today. So stick and stay. Just spare us some few minutes and we will be out of here. My name is Roland Amato. You are welcome. This is Sammy flexxnewspaper. Don't forget to subscribe and also recommend this channel to other people. Let me say big ups to Currency, who is on camera. And as usual, Richie Flex is also helping us with editing and directing. The big man to always help me have this particular big discussion, because when they happen, when they come like that, Charlie, I need some experienced minds to help me break some of these things down. And in fact, as it stands, the internet is boiling. Twitter is boiling. Because one of Nigeria's top entertainment journalists, Joey Akan, has thrown a certain shade on the internet, and in fact, everywhere is scattered. Let me say welcome to the big man first, then we enter into the issue. Brah.
Let me sip on some water.
Let me also drink some, because
it's going to be a very hot day and a long one, and we need to be up for it. We need to make sure we are really, really in good form, shape, and energy to face what is about to happen. So to you, ladies and gentlemen watching us, cheers.
Okay, so I'm sure you're asking, what is the matter?
Yeah.
In fact, Joey Akan, during the early hours, like some few hours ago, came to write this. When Nigerians adopted hip hop, we made it ours, homogenized it into our dance-heavy melodic soundscape, and turn it into today's Afrobeat. And with each person here, the difference between Nigerian hip-hop and the rest of the world becomes stark as we shift closer and faster to our local ideal of what it means to be a Nigerian hip-hop artist in 2023. It means authenticity. It means the product of experimentation derived from mixing the blaster of rap with the groove of dance and drumming. Whether we are rocking balaclavas with is it LC Agu print or their local print, okay, or spreading our peculiar signatures by graffiti and expressing our endemic zest for life via dancing and vibing. We are embodying the spirit of the roots genre, which we adapted from USA and much later the UK. Drill comes from that rich history, and as it takes its flight into Nigeria, no one embodies the cross-culture spirit of 21st century Nigerian hip-hop culture as much as King Lu. Part accomplished music industry exec, part executive producer, and super creative, he is unleashing a campaign to soundtrack and blueprints drill in Nigeria using Nigerian sounds and UK spirit. I can't wait for you to see an experience. And with this caption, he gave a video. In fact, as if that was not enough, we were there, and Joey Akan came again. And according to him, he says, so right after this particular post, in fact, the impulse of it is that the King Lu group are now doing drill music, or they've introduced drill music in Nigeria. And to them, the inspiration is from America and UK. And now, they have taken over. In fact, when it comes to drill music, people should know that Nigeria currently has the blueprint of drill music in Africa. And people said, no way. The likes of Olele, Salvador, in Ghana, and other people came at him saying no, because they also shared a different opinion. Then Joey Akan came again to say, Nigerians don't really care about the Ghanaian music industry. We don't know or relate with your homegrown heroes and their music, except the few who find crossover connectivity within our local market. Nothing really concerns us. We just don't care and don't see it. See, and after this, there's been series of tweets back to back, because obviously this particular statement, but before we enter into the other ones, what do you make of this particular statement when somebody like Joey Akan says that Nigerians don't really care about Ghanaian music industry?
Oh, he's just speaking the truth. The honest truth that they sometimes shy away from. The honest truth that sometimes they try to cover it up. The honest truth that sometimes they think if they say it, we might also block them in some ways here in Ghana. So they always try to decorate it. That is what he is speaking now. And there is a saying that if you want to hear what people really think about you, make them angry.
Really?
Yes. Because it is when they are angry, that is
when
when they say the things they really want to say to you. And that is what Joey Akan is exhibiting. In all this while, in his head, in his heart, he knows that, no, Ghana music there, we don't take do anything. And I'm sure on an ordinary day, if someone had asked him that question, he would have politicized it.
Political statement.
Yes. If someone had asked him this same question on an ordinary day, oh, he would say, yeah, we know we are neighbors, and we know we are open to we are open to you guys. You guys don't come. That is how he would have spoken, because he would have been very, very political. But today, someone has made him angry, thanks to Olele Salvador of 3 Music Network. He has really pricked him. Olele Salvador has stepped on his toes, or maybe his balls rather. Toes will not be painful. Let him step on his balls.
On his balls.
Yes. Olele Salvador has stepped on his balls. So now that his balls have been stepped on, he is out like a wounded lion. He is now out with no sorry to anybody, no apology to anybody, no sympathy to anybody. That is why he's throwing all the salvo. So you can be taking up some of the tweets that you want me to react to, and let me react to them, because time no day. Because the whole of yesterday, I followed the conversation, boot for boot, and Olele Salvador went into 2017 to bring some revelations of how do we call him, Joey Akan, where he was talking about how Ghana music has influence on Nigerian music. 2017, he even said that Fela came to Ghana, picked Afrobeat, sent it to Nigeria, polished it, and owned it. These are tweets.
No way, no be anybody talk about.
EBM. The tweets are there.
Okay, so some of his tweets says, every time most Ghanaian music journalists and media heads, except Kojo Sheldon, of course, who maintains a healthy balance, talk about Nigerian music, they speak with unfettered bile and bitterness. And after that, they generate some non-existent,
Okay.
they generate non-existent competition as the basis of being mean and ugly about our music. Is it our fault that we have a better, thriving local ecosystem to support our creative effort? Bro, the difference between Nigerian music's growth and Ghanaian music lacks of global growth is due to cross-cultural mass connectivity. Not because anyone is pressing you guys down or holding you guys back. That's personal. No be as they do you. The world loves how we make music, and that fuels our global growth. This one is from Joey Akan. So he continues to say, if you like, let your campaign of hate blind you from learning from your successful brother. Continue to analyze us with derision. But know this truth. Nigerians are not in competition with Ghanaian music. Perhaps that's true in Jollof, but never in music. We are miles ahead of you. Our problem is how to consolidate cracking the global pop framework and not who sabi sing pass for West Africa. When American music was saturating our local market, our creatives sat down, searched our soul for how to win, extracted the best parts of their art, and fused them locally to create the basis for modern Afrobeat. 30 years later, we are up and away. Please, grow up and learn. This is from Joey Akan to his Ghanaian brothers and sisters.
I still would not hide my admiration for Joey Akan. And that is how objective I am as Sammy Flex. If something is blue, to me it is blue. I'll not say it is blue-black. If something is red, to me it is red. I'll not say it is red-pink. Joey Akan is still a smart guy, an intelligent guy, and I love him for who he is.
Because I know he's your guy.
Oh, no, yeah, I love him. Like, honestly, I like how he does his things. And I follow him for so many things. Now, you see, in the early part of the tweet he just read, he mentioned that apart from Kwejo Sheldon, who has
maintains
balance. You see,
balance.
sometimes when you sell your birthright, this is what you get. Today, the same Kwejo Sheldon was on Twitter saying he loves the way Olele Salvador is cooking Joey Akan. He is there saying he loves the way Olele Salvador is cooking Joey Akan. If you remember, some time ago when Nigerians started chasing me left, right, and center, and they were saying, I should look at Kwejo Sheldon. I said to myself, so because Kwejo Sheldon has been saying the things you want to hear, you think he's the best. That is fine. I won't say what you want to hear. I will say what I want to say. And that has been the problem. So today, I'm sure because he will say dick riding. Because he has been dick riding them, he gets a mention, and this mention alone exposes him. That if you think, what is balanced here? We are all balanced. If Nigerians do something good, we sit here, we praise them for it. How many times, in fact, he said in one of the captions that we should rather learn from a big brother. How many times haven't I said we should learn something from them? I have said that a couple of times. And I keep saying that it's one of the reasons why I'm always checking up on what is happening in Nigeria and Nigerian music. Because I know that they are leaders, whether you like it or not. In the music world now, they are leaders. If not the world, in Africa, they are leaders. So it is right for you to learn from them. So today, now Joey Akan is letting us know what really he has been, or how he has been seen about the fact that to them, they don't see us as competition because to him, we are even non-existent. And they are looking at the world. And the fact that we are not hitting global stages, it is not their fault. Nobody's blaming them. How can we blame them? We can't blame them. It is not their fault that they are not hitting, we are not hitting. No, it is not their fault that we are not hitting global stages. It is our own doing. And I'm sure as we go along, we are still trying to crack that code. We are still trying to break that code to do what we've got to do.
Okay.
And that is the agenda that we are still pushing as a country. Now, all these things come back to the fact that when it comes to competition, as much as they might think they are not in competition with us, they also would not want us to grow to come closer to where they are. Because you see how he was talking about authority,
Yes.
and we are going to say, yes, that is how they want it to be. That is why if you are a Ghanaian and you are looking for space in their media space, they won't open it to you freely like that or openly like that. Because they want to be like this. Oh, no, you are not our competition. Yes, and it is fair. No, it is fair. We can't blame them all. They don't have to wait for us. But what I'm saying is that they don't also have to make it look like, oh, we are for you, because you are not for us, bro. You are not for us. Unfortunately, our people, so many of our people, they need validation from them before they can move ahead in this life. Unfortunately. And those are the hypocrites we need to fish out.
So in some of his series of tweets, he said, I don't know if I
Oh, let me say big ups to Innocent Magaji, aka African Uncensored. He's actually sent me some of the screenshots the gentleman is talking about.
He says, Grammys, Ghanaian drill. Ghanaians, Grammy has recognized us as drill pioneers. No other country in Africa should do drill again, or they should come and pay tax in Kumasi. You want to keep stolen goods? What a country! And he has this one again. He says, a Nigerian making drill music is not copying Ghana. Focus on getting numbers on the scoreboard and not moral victories like bullying other people into accepting a flawed narrative. Ghana has drill adaptation. Nigeria has drill music adaptation too. All of us, the copy.
Oh my goodness. Go back to where he said, come back to Kumasi to pay tax. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying if you want to do drill music, you have to come back to Kumasi to pay tax. You see, all this while, you just read something where he said Ghana is doing drill.
He said Ghana has drill music adaptation. Nigeria has drill music adaptation.
So if he knew this, why did he not say that in his first tweet?
Okay.
If he knew this, that, oh, Ghana has drill adaptation. It started from UK or America, and Ghana has an adaptation. Because Ghana has done so well, Nigeria is also coming for another adaptation. Why did he not? If he had said this, we will not be here. Now that people have given it to him, thanks to Olele Salvador once again. Now that he has given it to him, he's now telling us Ghana has drill adaptation. When he started his historical writing,
his long writing,
did he add Ghana then?
No.
He did not. He did not. And once again, this is how we should be handling these people. Once again, we don't need any media person to go and do any hypocritical face look. We don't need anybody like that. And thanks to Olele Salvador for standing tall for this. Some people will go and do face looking, and they won't do this. Thanks to Olele Salvador, just as we've been doing constantly on this channel, that's what he did on Twitter today. Wow. And now, Joy Akan comes back to say, Ghana has drill adaptation, and Nigeria has drill adaptation. We all copied. When he was writing, so why? He forgot that. When he was writing, which country did he mention? He mentioned what? UK. And he mentioned that in Africa, in Nigeria, they take your sound, they do this. Why did he not say, oh, drill started in UK, Ghana also got it, and they did this, and now Nigeria is also coming to do it?
Your view is a flawed narrative.
Which, same as his view. Same as his view. That's what I'm saying. I respect his opinion so much. But you see, sometimes, we are all trying to protect what is us and what is about us. And that is exactly what he's doing. But for now, they should accept that it is us. It is us doing it. It is Africa doing it. They want to once again start off. And when they do, they will come and say, oh, Ghanaians are playing catch up. That's what they are doing.
So when he said, we don't know or relate with your homegrown heroes and their music, except the few. Some people, of course, came to ask, hey, so what happened to the hip lifers and the
he said he doesn't know our homegrown
heroes, except a few. And some people,
he knows them.
Some people,
that's a lie.
some people came at him, and the names that he mentioned, some people are also asking, so what happened to the hip life adaptations, the high life adaptations and inspirations that you guys got from here? So these are the names he mentioned. He said, Nigerians know Sarkodie because his songs have traditionally blown here. Kim Promise, Dako Vibes, Jackie and Amare for hits and local collaborations. We know Kiddy because he collaborated with Mayokun and had a hit. We know Black Sheriff because of Burna Boy on Second Sermon and the subsequent Kweku the Traveler hit. Efia because that is Efia Nocturnal because she was on Mr. Easy's Skin Tight. R2B's because of Wandeko's Sustain His Speed Run Through Our Hearts. So when I say the common Nigerian man does not know of the existence of a Ghanaian music industry, I'm not being facetious and condescending or working within bad faith. I am just stating the reality of our hyper-local consumerist system that is overloaded and hyper-stimulated and saturated beyond sustainability. We are too overwhelmed to be really invested.
Once again, English is free. As much as you read it, you can also speak it. As much as you read it, you can write it. So when I see people writing some of these things, first of all, what I see is someone who has more words at his disposal and he wants to.
So the impulse is that they have lots on their plates than to come.
Oh, you see, that is still not a lie. It is a fact. They have more. But once again, that like I keep saying all the time, they should always set this tone. They shouldn't politicize it. You see, today, the real intention of the average Nigerian entertainment person or average Nigerian industry person is coming out today.
I see.
You see, today, he can't, you see all the names he mentioned. He did not mention Stoneboy. He did not mention Shatawale. No. Joey Akan cannot tell me he doesn't know them. Of course. Even if not for their songs. Because I know he's a music journalist. And the fact that he reads beyond the borders of Nigeria, he must have heard about these people. But today, now we know his intention. Now he doesn't want to recognize them. And that's fine. Me, I still think that these are some of the things that sometimes we need to instigate. So we know who we are in the scheme of things for some people. Yes, you have to. In this world, know your enemy. So you don't go pretending like you want to drink from his cup. Know your enemy so you don't go and sleep in his bed. Know your enemy so you don't eat in his plate because you die there. So when people thinking, oh, if you go to Nigeria, they no. It is their interest. Yeah. It is their interest. Look at the people. Let me tell you why. You see the people he mentioned. He said they know them because of what? Collaborations. You go to Nigeria sometimes when they are playing songs, Ghanaian songs featuring Nigerian artists. They play the verses where the Nigerian artist sang. They don't play the full song. So a normal Nigerian who wants to do their diabolical thing will play King Promises. Sorry. Camido's Sugar Cane. He did not even mention Camido in this. Camido's Sugar Cane. They will play only yes, it is what it is. That is how they will behave. They will not play the actual song. They will play the verse where the Nigerian comes in because that's what they are interested in. So if you sit here and you feel like Nigerians love us, we don't go to them, we have to go to them, nah lie. All be lie. It be set up. And today, I'm happy that the world is seeing what really they think about. Now, let me tell you what Innocent Magaji just sent to the wrap up. He says, Wahala. I think he's really frustrated. He was a strong critic of the Nigerian music industry. And do you know who he's saying he's frustrated? Joey Akan. Because, like he said, Joey Akan has been a strong critic of the Nigerian music industry. Always bashing them left, right, and center. But I see today the table turned small. You see the way he's rolling on the floor. You see the way he's rolling on the floor. Such is life. Me, I'm happy we know how it is. But fact is, to say this, let's wrap up. Fact is, practice. That's not what I want to say. To say this for us to wrap up, they don't owe us anything. They don't, and I want to say this on record. So whoever is watching, after taking everything, take this one too. Nigeria doesn't owe us anything. Never. We don't have to rely on them for anything. Our small resources, we have to do it our own way. We have to push with what we have. We have to go further to get to places that they've gotten to. We can't go through them. But once again, nobody should think that the Nigerian wants to help us. They always want to lead.
Know this and know peace. This is entertainment advice 101 from the man Oluwa Sammy Flex.
Tell them.
My name is Roland Amate. This has been Sammy Flex Speaks. Let me say big ups to Currency. Let me say big ups to Richie Flex. Let me say big ups to Currency again because he is the one that is making me look at you. If you know, you know. Don't forget to subscribe and also let the conversation continue. Share your views, but make sure you follow the YouTube community guidelines. We will meet on the next episode. Don't hurt yourself on the internet too. Stay safe. We will be back.